Hi, welcome back. So students, in my last video, I had told you that about asexual reproduction. We have already got the term. What is the meaning of reproduction? Yes or no? And what is the meaning of asexual reproduction also? As you all know that asexual reproduction is so many types of. First of all, reproduction is two types of: sexual reproduction, another is asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction belongs to your sex. Asexual reproduction means there is no involvement of your any sexual organs. Okay, and the point is that in last time we had discussed about that two types of reproductions, that is known as your asexual. Two types of what? Point number one was your binary fission, and multiple fission also. Understood or not? Multiple fission, binary fission. Okay, two types of fissions were there, and another kind of asexual reproduction are there also, that is known as the budding. Yes or no? In case of your binary fission, what was there happening? Firstly, one parental organism, just like amoeba. Okay, whenever parental organism will be matured fully, then parental organism will be divided into two daughter cells. Understood or not? Nucleus slowly will be elongated, and all such kinds of organic materials, cytoplasmic materials, different kinds of things, it will be distributed, and later it will be formed in two types of what? Daughter cells. So this is known as the binary fission. And in case of multiple fission, from one parental body, whenever so many kinds of your what? Daughter cells will be derived, then that will be known as the multiple fission. Amoeba also was doing in case of your unfavorable condition. Try to recall that one. Okay, that was known as the multiple fission. This is the binary fission. These are known as the clones. There is no any kind of fusion. Understood or not? No kind of any kind of fertilization, nothing. Identical twins, identical, it means all such kinds of genetic materials 100% it will be transformed from parental organism to their daughter cells. Understood or not? So this is very simple. The point is that in case of your budding, what was there happening? Listen, in budding also, shortly I am saying you, this is the budding. Budding was happening in case of your yeast. Yes or no? Suppose this is the yeast, this is the cytoplasmic material in your contents. Yes or no? Slowly, once upon a time, it will be shown that whenever yeast will be developed properly, one small globular structure will come outside. Small kind of globular structure will come outside whenever yeast will be matured. Understood or not? And this is called bud. This is called bud. Slowly, the nucleus, it will be elongated. Suppose this is the nucleus will be elongated, and slowly it will be developed into another kind of what? Yeast. This is known as the yeast. It happens in case of your yeast. Hydra also is showing your body. Understood or not? So this is the points. But in spite of all these things, there are different kinds of your other asexual reproductions are there. But today we will discuss about zoospore, Cornidia, buds, gammules, vegetative propagules. So many kinds of vegetative propagules are there, students. Understood or not? The point is that firstly, let me to say you that unicellular organisms are very simple. Unicellular organisms. We are multicellular organisms. Unicellular organism means uni means one. Only one cell is there present. Due to the presence of only one cell, what happened? It means there is no any kind of complex organism. That is the simplicity. It means very simple organism. And there asexual reproduction happens. Lowermost plant kingdom, that is known as the algae. Okay, fungi. And lowermost your animal kingdom, that is known as the sponges, yeah, porifera. All such organisms also do your asexual reproduction. Okay, most of the organisms do asexual reproduction, but some other organisms they do also sexually. That is different thing. You just today discussed about the asexual reproduction. Algae, fungi, porifera, all these organisms do their reproduction asexually. Acha, asexual reproduction means all the organisms they never divide into two pieces. Understood or not? In spite of this kind of system also, another kind of your method is there present, that is known as some structure. Structure means such structures are known as the spores. Such structures are known as the spores. Okay, some spores were there. It means this is the structural, reproductive structure. This is known as the reproductive structure. Reproductive structure. These reproductive structures are present in some organisms. Understood or not? Just like your Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas spelling Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas is one organism. This organism does its reproduction by zoospore. Understood or not? This is the zoospore. 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 Zoo means animal. Understood or not? Spore means one circular type of things, very minute, microscopic type of structure. Yes or no? That structure does have the tendency to form next generation. It means offsprings. Understood or not? So Chlamydomonas, this is known as the zoospore. Okay, spore of the zoospore. Understood or not? Such kinds of your antenna type of structure. Actually, this is known as the flagella. Flagella. Understood or not? Flagella is the locomotory organ. Locomotory organ means this structure, it will help this spore to move here and there. Understood or not? This is known as the Chlamydomonas. Chlamydomonas does its reproduction through zoospore. Chlamydomonas. Then next reproductive structure after zoospore, another kind of reproductive structure that is known as the Cornidia. Understood or not? Acha, Cornidia. Cornidia is another kind of reproductive structure. It seen in case of one fungi that is known as the penicillium. Penicillium is looks like such kinds of structure. And these are Cornidias. Cornidias similarly circular type of structures present containing, it means chaining type of structure it forms here. Okay. And from these Cornidias, from these structures, next penicillium it can be formed. Understood or not? So these are special type of structures present there in some cases. Understood or not? It happens in case of penicillium. Then bots. Bots, it means this is just suppose one organism which is known as the hydra. This is known as your what? This is known as your hydra. This is your hydra. What happens whenever hydra matured, from any portions of your hydra's body, one small part it will be developed. Understood or not? Which is known as the bod. This is known as the hydra. What? Hydra. Understood or not? So from hydra, what happens? Small structure it will come outside, bulging type of structure, and that structure slowly it will be grown up, and ultimately it will be detached from the parental body and it will be formed a new separate organism. So that bods are special type of reproduction which is seen in hydra. Then yeast. Hydra also does its reproduction by fragmentation. Fragmentation is ordinarily shown in your what? In Spirogyra. Spirogyra named one organism is there. Hydra also shows that fragmentation sometimes. Okay. Fragmentation means one body, whenever it will be divided into fragments, this and this segment, it will be formed the next organism. Understood or not? Then gemmules. Gemmules are shown in case of sponges. Sponges means the diagram you can do like this. This is a sponge. Sponge are very little, matlab what? Lowermost organism. Understood or not? So many gemmules will be there inside the sponge. These are known as the reason for the what? Next offsprings. Different kinds of spikes. Spikes are associated with this structure. Okay, these spikes are made up of your calcium, whatever. So these are the structures. This is known as the gemmules formation in case of sponges. Understood or not? So in just like this type of your what? Different kinds of reproductive structures are there. Asexual reproductive structures are there. Okay, continuously also we will see in detail about asexual reproduction. This is just normally I am saying you, but in detail I will say you in the next video. Listen, this is known as the sponge, this is known as the hydra, and this is known as your fragmentation. Understood or not? Spore means nothing else. Spore means microscopic structures which are reason for the what? For the generation of to generate next offspring. Understood or not? Such spores will be formed. Just like in amoeba, you just try to recall. This is suppose amoeba. This is suppose amoeba in unfavorable situation. Whenever inside the amoeba, so many pseudospores it was there formed. Pseudospores. Such spore in the future time, whenever it will come outside in the favorable condition, From that spore, next amoeba will be developed. So that is the spore. So many spores, their names also different. Some commonly widely known spore is known as your zoospore. Then Cornidia is another structure, Spores another structures, Gimules is another structure, which are seen in different cases. Next, that is known as the vegetative reproduction. It means vegetative propagules. Understood or not? Vegetative propagules means what? Vegetation. Vegetation means what? Vegetative means your plant body. You know, in plant body. Understood or not? Plant body, whenever any kind of body, whenever will be shown your different kinds of your next offspring. Yes or no? Next, that same plant body, whenever it will be arised, that is known as the propagules, means that reproduction, vegetative reproduction. From plant body, whenever next any kind of plant body, all the not plant bodies, it means some typical plant bodies, whenever some, just like your eyes, you just take the example of your eyes. Okay, suppose this is potato. This is known as your potato. You might have seen potatoes on the upper side also, different kinds of this type of structures. Such structures will be known as the eyes of potato. If such kind of structure you will cut it and you will just try to make it germinate, then from here also next potato will be developed. Understood or not? So this is the point. So eyes is seen in the potato case. Rhizome is seen in case of your rhizome. Suppose this is known as your whatever, nothing. This is a ginger. Understood or not? These are the segments. Okay, these are the nodes. These are the nodes. N-O-D-E-S, nodes. And from here, suppose this is one kind of evolving, it means extending structure, which is known as the rhizome. From here, what will happen? From this portion, next ginger, it means next organism, it will be formed. Understood or not? That will be the responsible for forming to germinate next rhizome, it means ginger. Okay, banana also shows its what next through this structure, rhizome. Okay, bulbil is seen in case of your what? Agave. Bulbil is also that same structure. Okay, leaf bud is found in case of your bryophyllum. Suppose this is the bryophyllum. In a bryophyllum also you might have seen that small types of structures will be found. Okay, small leaves will come outside if you just keep this bryophyllum in some days. Okay, so such kinds of structures also will give rise to next offspring, that is known as the leaf buds. Leaf also will show different kinds of buds. Okay, then offset means what? Offset means it is found in case of your water hyacinth. Water hyacinth means, suppose this is the water hyacinths are mostly aquatic organisms. These are the roots, and this is another plant body, roots. This is known as the offset name. Okay, what spelling? Offset. Sometimes your tongue twisting it happening. Okay, this is known as the offset. This is the offset, and this is known as the asexual vegetative propagative. Okay, structure. And through this offset also, this is known as your what? Water hyacinth. So in a very limited time period, this water hyacinth absolutely makes its reproduction. It means very large through this structure also. This structure it will be extended also. So many plants it will be connected with each other. So this is your basic fundamental things of your asexual reproduction. In next time I will say you bit by bit in detail. Okay, detail about the vegetative propagules. I think it means your eye, rhizome, bulbil, leaf bud, offset. Single things we will discuss. Okay, this is known as the zoospore. In zoospores also, in CHSC books also, there is written that aplanospores, hypnospores, different kinds of things there is written. So we'll discuss in detail in the next time. This is the zoospore. Only remember, this is the common fundamental thing is that zoospore is shown in case of a Chlamydomonas. Cornidia is found in case of Penicillium. Penicillium is one kind of fungi. Understood or not? Buds are shown in case of your Hydra, yeast. Okay. Then Gimules are formed in case of your sponges. Vegetative propagules, eye is found in case of potato. Rhizome is also in case of ginger. Bulbils, agave, onion also. Leaf buds found in case of your bryophyllums, and offset is found in case of your water hyacinth. Only this is the fundamental things. You please write it. Thank you.